Hello, and thank you for attending today's Lessons Learned briefing. First, we will begin with a discussion of this incident, talk about the impact of the attack, have an overview of the business recovery activities conducted, highlight areas of incident response effectiveness, have a discussion about attribution, highlight areas that need improvement, and finally end with a discussion of recommendations. In this incident, nations attending the Global Summit were infected with the ransomware attack known as Repetent. The attack came from a phishing email that had ransomware embedded that was camouflaged as an invoice sent to the Human Resources Benefit Coordinator. All files on the compromised system were encrypted, and a ransom for $5 in Bitcoin was originally demanded in order to decrypt the files. The ransom was eventually increased to $5,000 in Bitcoin. The Human Resources Manager for the FBEY Intelligence Community Summit reported that none of the Human Resources members were able to access files on their workstations. The team was able to decrypt the infected workstation without paying the ransom. Following the attack, FBEY Summit teams began to be locked out of their respective systems. Given the group scale of the impact of the attack, it is likely that the ransomware affected a shared drive in the Human Resources Office. It is likely that the malware propagated to other systems via the Global Economic Summit web server or internally via the remote desktop protocol with the infected HR shared drive. There was a loss of 8 hours of system availability and productivity, and there was likely exfiltration of data as well. The incident response team used different forensic tools to identify and track the malicious attack. Wireshark was used for in-depth network traffic analysis of captured packets. Additionally, with Wireshark, the team was able to discover which devices were infected and how the malware was able to move within the network. Snort was then used to detect the malware that was on the network, and Encrypt Tool 2 was used for decryption of the identified cryptogram. Orfcrack was used to crack the password hash to decrypt the user workstation, and RSecret was used to extract data in order to extract information for analysis, and finally FTK Imager was used to inspect partitions of the discovered USB device. Once notified, the affected workstation and web server were isolated and contained in order to prevent the spread of the ransomware. Forensic evidence was collected and escalated to the digital investigations team. The team used different forensic tools to identify, track, analyze, and collect evidence about the malicious attack. Digital forensic tools and analysis determined that the cause of the ransomware infection was the download of the infected Excel file masquerading as an invoice in an email sent to the HR benefits coordinator. The cyber incident response team was able to recover the key used to decrypt the data, which allowed the nation to avoid paying the ransom. The operating system and files were restored from Areas of incident response effectiveness include the rapid containment of the infected workstation web server, which allowed for timely isolation and prevented further compromise. Evidence was also well preserved, and there was also efficient identification of the attack vector. The nation also saved costs from avoiding the need to pay the ransom. Information sharing enhances cyber defenses to combat increasingly complex cyber attackers, as it allows nations to leverage the skills and resources of other nations and gain insights into otherwise unknown practices and methods. However, nations want to secure their assets while ensuring defense mechanisms are protected, and source attribution can be a barrier to information sharing. Source attribution can help insider threats, but the benefits of sharing information outweigh the benefits of attribution. Secure communications between nations is crucial to the success of collaboration efforts. Protocols currently in place were not 100% effective, and the incident occurred as a result of current system vulnerabilities. Monitoring tools did accurately identify suspicious activity, but did not prevent cyber attackers from gaining access. Areas that need improvement include the lack of security policy, training, and enforcement, poor access control, and a lack of restrictions on user privileges, poor endpoint device security and configuration, outdated patches, and a lack of network monitoring. The user that allowed the incident to enter the system did not have proper training and knowledge, did not open a file from an unknown source and to report it. Furthermore, the network security tools in place were not strong enough to detect and block the attack. The IPS and IDS system were not able to alert network admins for suspicious activities, and regular patches would have also helped mitigate against security vulnerabilities from being exploited. Recommendations formulated to mitigate and prevent future cyber attacks include reinforcing security awareness training with emphasis on phishing and password security best practices, utilizing role-based access controls, implementing multi-factor authentication, examining endpoint security posture, and implementing layered security controls, reviewing and updating configuration settings within the network infrastructure, automating patch management in order to release operating system updates to a centralized patch management server in a timely manner, and implementing more network monitoring and vulnerability testing as well. Finally, the nation should also employ information sharing with alliance nations. Thank you for attending today's briefing, and please take the time now to raise any questions you may have.